Welcome back, Mkaya. 22 past 5 o'clock in the studio with me. We've got Jonathan Foster Pedley, who is the Dean and Director at the Henley Business School, talking about a very interesting initiative that they've embarked on with their MBA students. Good afternoon, Jonathan.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for having me here.
So you started this MBA aid network to assist NGOs. How did this actually come about?
Well, we thought we're doing all this MBA study and the MBAs are learning all about business, but we could use the energies from doing an MBA to do some good. So rather than do a case study on something that's a paper exercise, why don't we go and work with NGOs? But the second reason we did it was for all the students themselves. Because what's the point of creating leaders who don't understand what's going on the ground, who don't understand the issues, the real issues of people in South Africa? We want to create a new generation of leaders and free education. We'd love that. But people have to be connected. We can't have executives who are living in a dream world. They have to know what's going on. And it's been enormously powerful.
All right. And when was this MBA aid network established?
Well, I started working on it in about 2007-8.
All right.
And then when I became Dean of Henley, we started to make sure that all our executives on our programs did projects on NGOs. And we work with something like 260 NGOs now, hundreds of millions of rands worth of free consultancy, as well as having a program of bursaries and scholarships for people, particularly African women we've supported to become coaches, and a lot of internships and a high degree of staff development. So we're trying to turn our energies to some use rather than live in ivory towers.
Sounds good. And how many MBA students and executives have actually participated in this initiative?
Several thousand.
Wow,
Yeah.
thousands. All right.
Yeah.
And the NGOs come from different sectors, or are there particular sectors that you focus on?
No, it's all NGOs, and also the scholarships. We had Goodness Shlopi and Yvette Landsman, who did we gave MBA scholarships to. Now they're both working to reduce teen pregnancy and HIV transmission among schoolgirls in township schools. So we've supported that initiative, and it's really is extraordinary because I think the students and executives get a lot more out of it than the NGOs even do. It changes them. They come out of there with a broader, more empathetic vision of life and feeling richer in themselves.
All right. Take us through the mechanics of the program. How does it actually work?
Well, with the NGOs, what we do is we take a client. It could be a Discovery or it could be an Eskom or Denel, and we take their executives and senior managers and we give them a project, and we give them a range of NGOs. Now, they choose an NGO, they discuss with the NGO what that NGO needs, and then over a period of months, they try and help that NGO either with their strategy or fundraising strategy or people strategy or their business model, and they get really close to them. So they work in an action learning way, which is deeply reflective and must produce outcomes. It's not a paper exercise.
And how long do they actually spend with each NGO?
Well, it varies. When the UK people come out, the international MBAs come out, they'll be working for a month or two beforehand, and they'll work for about 7 or 8 days in Cape Town. Over here, we have projects that vary from 2 months to 6 months, working with the NGOs and MPOs as well.
And then your MBA program, how long is it? Is it a year?
Well, the Henley one is very interesting because it's the only international MBA accredited in South Africa. We're a top 1% business school in the world by independent things. And we have it for kind of grown-ups. So you have a family, you have a job, average age is 38, and then you throw an MBA into that. So we have a 24 to 30-month MBA, and it's part-time. And we've also initiated what we call a family-friendly process.
I like that.
Yeah, why should study damage families? I mean, it's ridiculous. Surely educationists are smart enough to create programs.
I remember when I was at business school, I used to hear that the MBA is the marriage wrecker.
The Marriage Breakup Academy.
Yeah.
No, we'd rather it was a Making Babies Academy.
I like that. I like that. So at what point do the MBAs go on to this the MBA aid initiative?
Well, it's more than the MBA students as well. It's all our executive programs and open programs who do that, or most of them anyway. And typically they'll do it towards the end of the MBA, although a lot of the MBA students these days, and 70% black, 42% women, are very engaged in trying to make some social contribution during the MBA. So they're actually pushing to have more of this work integrated into their programs as well.
All right. And do people get credits for this?
No, that's not credit bearing. It's not particularly exactly. The course they do it on is credit bearing, of course, but there's no particular.
Which is that course?
That's the MBA. It's a part of
right, yeah.
But the programs that we use the MBA process on, like our postgrad diploma, which is a new program that allows people to get a level 8 qualification and then go to do the MBA with a discount or a rebate onto the MBA. We also use it on that, and with our MAP program for up-and-coming managers, and for our foundations program, and for several customized programs we do for clients. We find it's so empowering. And so life-changing that all our staff get involved as well. We're working with a school in Soweto with a chap called Brett Wills, and we actually run a chocolate manufacturing process as one of our exec courses. And then we give all the chocolate to the school, and they hand it out as incentives or they sell it.
We actually did that at one of our Kaya, I think at the beginning of the year.
Did you do that?
Yes, when we were having we don't have a Christmas party, we have a welcome back party in January. So it's part of the team building.
How did it go?
We had to make the chocolates, which were taken to the kids. No, it went well. I think we actually might have broken the record.
So your team won?
Yeah.
No, but last time we had two opposing companies, two different companies who decided to collaborate in a process for the first time ever. So they broke the records even then. So you're going to have to do that again next year.
All right. So is Henley Business School a business school with a heart?
Yeah, I think that's the really thing about us. We all care about education. We say we build the people who build the businesses that build Africa. I mean, what's the point of a business school that's going to create an elite who are disengaged? If business school education is any good, everybody should do it because they'll run better businesses. And what we try and do, we try and build confidence in people, and we try and make people come out feeling engaged and motivated and activists so that we can create a better society.
I feel like they can change the world.
Well, you have to. You have to feel that, don't you? What's the point otherwise?
Yes, yeah.
You've got to have a try.
True. And so how do listeners who are interested get in touch with you? Maybe they're running an NGO and they'd like to be a beneficiary of this program, or somebody's an executive and think, hey, I'd like to actually give back.
Yeah, well, just give us a call. You'll find it on our website, which is www.henleysa.ac.za. That's HENLEYSA.ac.za. Yeah, just Google Henley Africa.
And then the information on the MBA aid is on there.
Then contact our executive education people. There's Linda Buckley or our MBA director, Dr. Audrey Drotsky. Or just ask to be put in touch with somebody and we'll talk to them. We really want to make a difference. We love what we do and we believe education is the future.
All right. That was Jonathan Foster Pedley, who's the Dean and Director